Blog Talk Radio.
You know what time it is? Time to hang out with Mr. Coop. We're Mr. Cooper. We're Mr. Cooper. We're Mr. Cooper. Ladies Coop. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Hang out with Mr. Coop. We're Mr. Cooper. We're Mr. Cooper. We're Mr. Cooper. Ladies Coop. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Cooper. Yeah.
Welcome to the Big Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop. Guys, season 4 is still going strong, guys. Make sure you go check out the website, www.thebigscoopwithcoop.com. Check out all the latest episodes from season 1 all the way up to now. Also, guys, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Well, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/MCOOP317. Also, guys, and for the first time ever, even though this is season 4, I'm actually going Facebook Live at the same time, guys. So we're doing something big and new today, especially with this big guest that we have going on right now. So, guys, I'm not going to actually keep you waiting. My guest today, wow, he is a producer, director, writer, has a new movie out that's actually called Face of Evil. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Vito Dinatolo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Michael, for having me.
Oh, of course, anytime. How's your day so far?
It's good. It's good. Emails and stuff. I had a screening in 1 week, so now I'm tying everything together. But I've been waiting for your interview. So that was this morning. I was eagerly waiting for you.
Yes, and I'm glad you're on the show also. And everybody that's watching Facebook Live, you're about to get a treat. The movie is spectacular. I'm not going to ruin it for you right now, but you guys, you'll see in a second what this director and movie is actually, what this guy's all about. He is very, very skilled at what he does. But Vito, on this show, just to let you know, we always talk about how you started in your career, your success, always give advice on how to actually get started in your career and much more. So let's just start from the beginning. When did you first realize that you wanted to get into the movie industry?
I would say when I was a kid. I guess, things usually start, especially dreams, when you are a kid. So let's go back to when I was a kid quickly. I watched a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I also spaced out, imagined stories, characters. But you know what? You're a kid, so it's all right. Then, growing up, I realized I was still living in La La Land. Plus, I was running out of movies to watch. Nowadays, that would be impossible. Back then, like 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, in the 80s, early 90s,
Right.
it was still possible to watch all movies out. So, at some point, I decided I thought I should get real and learn the craft. So I bought a few books on filmmaking. I enjoyed reading them like no other textbook before.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that, I realized that I already knew most of the theory just by watching all those movies. I learned, the technique just by watching. It's kind of like practice, when you watch movies, in a way, you're practicing like a sport, So I read a couple of shorts with my mini VHS camera, the good old VHS cameras. I won a couple of small awards in Italy. And, encouraged by all those little achievements, I considered all my options.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized, that, time was come, and I had to go to La La Land for real, Until then, La La Land was my brain, but now it was time to leave Italy and come to LA. So in 1999, Vito goes to Hollywood to study cinema. And, I've got a couple more shorts, work in TV, and then I shot this feature film, and we'll see what happens.
All right, that's what I'm talking about, Vito, and that's good. And whenever you know your craft and you start at a younger age, and you actually have the love for it right now, it always carries over. That love will actually stay in your brain, your heart, and everything. And when you get older, your curiosity is going to actually get bigger. So you will always wonder, can I do this? I always want to do this. And now, years later, look at you. Look at what you're doing. I mean, you've made a movie. You're doing big things. You're doing great things, Vito. So I want to actually congratulate you off top for this. So thank you for what you've done in the movie industry already. Ladies and gentlemen, his career is nowhere close to being over. He's actually doing big things, and I believe more to come from him. Now, Vito, also, did you actually have any mentors, coming into the movie industry to actually help you out to get to the stage that you're at right now?
Well, I mean, mentors, real mentors, not really. I had a couple of great teachers in school. I had, I say hi to Bruce Coop, by the way.
Hi.
Replied to my email. I still had parents who, believed in me,
Mm-hmm.
one way or another, they supported me, and that's important, because you can't be by yourself. Mostly, I would say it was just my passion slash obsession slash madness who brought me all the way here. I think the passion. Everything starts with passion,
Right.
and then you check yourself and see if you can do something or not. If you realize you can do something, then you go on. But then passion needs to become obsession. Or madness, or else if you're not obsessed by a goal, you will lose it along the way, and it's inevitable. So, yeah.
And that's so true.
But mentors, not really, not a specific mentor. Yeah.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that at the same time, because your skill and your passion got you to where you are today. And that's something that you can't beat right there. When your natural skill can get you and get notified for what you're doing. And when you're doing stuff like that and you actually become successful on it, I mean, there's no stopping you at the end. So I just want to congratulate you again for this, because Face of Evil, it is a very good movie. So I just want to congratulate you, and I can't wait to see what else that you will actually do from here. Now, let me ask you one other question. Do you feel like that it's hard for a film director or producer to get into Hollywood or in the movie industry compared to 20 years ago?
Well, I mean, 20 years ago, I was just starting this long journey. So, but I mean, at the end,
Mm-hmm.
on one end, it's easier, I would say, since technology and the digital revolution has driven down prosumer cameras and equipment. And that plus the demand and the offer today for entertainment has increased so much to the point that you can no longer follow everything that's out there, as I said before. So on one end, you can easily shoot in a cheap way. On the other hand, people want to watch, they want to be entertained, because there are so many issues nowadays around, and people, when they get off work or anything else, they just want to be entertained.
Right.
So there is much more entertaining out there. 20 years ago, everything was more selective. Now, the same talking, everyone now wants to be a filmmaker too. So everyone is a filmmaker, or wants to be a filmmaker, or wants to be a singer or a band, especially in this town. So
Yeah.
the natural selection that used to happen up to 20 years ago is no longer happening. Today the doors are open to everyone. Yes, you can. Everyone can. But this has driven down the quality of films and any other product, for that matters. Because everyone is trying, even if they cannot do it or else. And even if it's a good product, even if it's a good movie, you feel like you've already seen it before, which is true. I mean, there's nothing new out there, since everyone is doing the same thing. Especially horror movies, and that's my case. There's so many horror out there that it's almost on one end, useless to make another one. That's why you should have different ingredients, or else it's just another movie out there. So yeah, I mean, to answer your question, I think today it's easier to make movies, but it's harder to be noticed, like a needle in a haystack. So overall, it's harder to get into Hollywood, not because of lack of means, but excessive number of people trying.
That's true, and also to add on to what you said at the same time, I think that it is harder to get into Hollywood, but we do have more tools these days compared to back 20 years ago. Social media, a lot of people from producers, writers, directors, filmmakers, they actually go on social media and they look for the next big thing. It could be YouTube, it could be a Facebook video, it could be, anything that shows video. People are looking and analyzing what they actually have going on. So yes, it is harder to get noticed, but we do have the tools, and I think it's just that learning how to use social media and trying to find other ways to develop to get out there will help us get out there. But like I said, I 100% agree, 100% agree with you. It is kind of hard getting out there, and when somebody actually find the secret of getting everybody to notice a person at one time, I would love for somebody to tell me that secret too. Because that's the thing. Some people, like for example, Justin Bieber started off on YouTube singing and he got noticed, but then you have others doing the same thing and they're not getting noticed. So I'm just wondering, is it really just a certain time that, or is it, the strike of luck that people are getting grabbed this way?
Yeah, it's a combination of luck and everything. But of course, you have to, if you're not good at networking, you have to have the right people, to help you network. And, I'd rather have an average product with a lot of advertising and good people working with me, rather than having a great product, a piece of gold that nobody knows about.
So true. So true. Now, I want everybody that's watching, because people are watching on Facebook Live right now. People are listening live worldwide right now. So Vito, I want you to tell everybody about your new movie, Face of Evil.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, Face of Evil, it's a very wide question. Let's see. Face of Evil is a psychological thriller, 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's a horror thriller. It's cross genre, so it's not even a zombie movie because they're not zombies. So it's hard to define. It's a psychological thriller. That's the best definition. And what's so particular, I would say, about the movie is the issues, subjects they deal with, like. From post-traumatic stress disorder, veterans, because our lead character is a war vet, just got back from the Middle East, to suicide, to mass shooting rampage. Like, for example, what's going on in a person's mind before pressing trigger.
Right.
We all wonder that. This is a very hot issue nowadays, anywhere in the world. And hopefully with my movie, I was able to touch without lecturing. I don't want to lecture with this movie. Just touch some issues in the background while I entertain, hopefully, my audience. Like other issues that the movie deals with are all our fears in the 21st century. We are obsessed by fears and paranoia, from epidemics to terrorism. Fear of being spied, even fear of each other, trust nobody, and stuff like that. And, that leads to mistrust and hate and everything. So all that and great characters, character-based movie, meaning that I worked a lot on writing these characters so that you get to like them. You empathize with them, and that's the goal of a movie with character-based structure. I mean, if you watch a movie, and once you watch it once, you already know the story. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But those movies with strong characters, you can watch them over and over again without getting tired, because you love characters. Because characters are particular, because you want to be with them. You look forward to this. Instead of not wanting to see the same lines, you look forward to the same line again, so that you can repeat that line with that character, and you wish you were those characters. Now, if you can achieve such a thing, immortality of characters, although you already know the story,
Right.
then you made an evergreen product, and hopefully counts. So I guess that was my goal. I mean, I just made a movie, and we'll see what happens. But those are the main ingredients, and the reason why I think people will find this movie a little different from the average thriller movies.
Mm-hmm. Now, Vito, I'm not going to spoil anything on that movie, but I like how it twists and it makes you think. That's all I'm going to say. Towards the end, it makes you think, and I like how you actually did
I
that.
like that you said makes you think.
Yes,
That's my goal.
and you did a great job on it because I thought the movie was going one direction, and then it twists on you, and it makes you say,
Mm-hmm.
"Wait a minute." So this, and this now is this. So because people are watching right now live on Facebook and people are listening live and they haven't seen the movie yet, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not spoiling it for none of you guys right there that's watching me live right now. But it's a twist and it makes you think, and I love that. So, Vito, I'm congratulations again on that, man. That movie is nice. So, and speaking of the movie, still, how excited were you when you found out that Face of Evil will be premiering at Downtown Los Angeles Film Festival?
I was very excited on one end. On the other end, I was so tired overall that I was like, oh, I'm happy, but I didn't jump. In a way, I was hoping, if not expecting, something would happen.
Uh-huh.
I was just not expecting, to premiere with Downtown LA Film Festival, which is, a good festival. Instead of premiering with a smaller one or a genre festival, this is a generic festival where all kind of movies are playing. So as far as genre, so it's a victory in a way because my movies across genre is not just a horror thriller. So it made me happier.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't look excited because at this point I live this moment in my mind so often that it's. I know it's coming at some point, but I am excited. Very excited.
All right. Vito, somebody asked on Facebook Live, when can they see the movie or how can they see it?
Where this is how in this festival where let me tell exactly where and let me put the address too so that there is no confusion. Anyway, it's Downtown Film Festival, Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
September 22nd. That's Thursday next week, at 9:50 p.m. Regal Cinemas at the LA Live in downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Theater 13. I don't have a way to send a link to buy tickets, but they can go to the festival website, dtlaff.com, and they can go on their schedule, Face of Evil, and buy the ticket. Or they can buy the ticket at the box office in the theater,
Okay.
which is on Olympic Boulevard, where the LA Live is, that big, complex, Nokia Theater, and so forth.
Okay. Now, would this movie
So,
actually?
22nd, 9:50 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Regal Theaters, downtown LA.
Okay. Now, would this movie ever release to DVD or VOD after the film festival?
Not up to the film festival. I need to distribute the movie first. So
Okay.
once I find distribution, depending on the kind of deal that I strike with distributors, depending also on whether it's U.S. or worldwide rights,
Mm-hmm.
then I can I can do all 9 yards like DVD, online, and so forth. But
Okay.
until then, I can only show private screener to selected people. I can't even show clips because I can show private clips.
Right.
I cannot put anything out there for free. Just up for grab because it's not distributed. But
Right.
the trailer is open to the public. You can watch the trailer on that site, on the dtlaff.com website, or on Film's official website, www.foe, which stands for Face of Evil,
Mm-hmm.
foemovie.com.
All right, guys.
checking them out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to the website, foe.com. That's Faces of Evil. That's what it stands for. Look at
FOE movie, FOEmovie.com.
yes,
Easy to
FO.
remember. Even Twitter, even Facebook, everything is FOE movie.
All right. You heard it, guys. Social media everywhere is foemovie.com. Make sure you check out that preview of the movie. I believe distribution will be coming soon, so make sure all of you check out this movie when distribution come out. Keep up with Vito so you can actually know the latest and greatest of what's going on. So when his movie drops through distribution, you get to see the full thing if you're not in California. So make sure you do that. Now, how important, we was talking about this early, Vito. I want to bring this back up. I want your opinion. How important is it right now to be engaged in social media, especially if you're in the movie industry?
It is important. It's social media replaced news for young people too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's how they learn about the world and mostly about entertainment. So it is important at a certain level, I believe, though, because for average people, and I personally have 450 friends. Most of them I never see, but still, it's not enough to let the word out. You need a lot of friends on many social media. I'm not that kind of person. I personally have no patience to read all the posts and apologize to friends and whatnot for not saying hi or liking everything.
Right.
You need someone who handles that, who eats social media every day, basically. Someone who has many friends and knows how to do it at a certain level, even smaller levels, or else all you can do is just invite all your friends, your wide range of friends, and that's about it. You need someone who has ties to a lot of other people and connection in order to move on to the next step, which is leaving your group of friends and going out there to everyone else. So
true.
You can do it yourself, but I suggest the help of someone, publicist or even blogger or someone else to help you spread the word. That's how social media can be helpful, I think.
Okay. Now, are there any other projects that you're working on right now that you can speak about?
I would like to say everything's top secret. I'm thinking about a sequel or prequel for Face of Evil.
Wow.
Horror movie, from the best one to the worst one. And, there's always a sequel or a prequel.
Well, of course.
It could be fun because, there are so many interesting characters in this movie that it would be worth to, just develop at least one character that's not following everyone again in this particular sequel.
Okay.
I have a couple of other ideas, including a remake of a great 90s movie. Everyone would love to see again, but I'm not going to say it. I'll wait to say that, because it's still in the brainstorming phase. I also have another psychological thriller ready, Perfect Life. It's about a man in denial that realizes in pretty surreal days how fragile his apparently perfect life has become. As new memories arise, disclosing a terrible truth. That's the love life.
Okay.
And I have a couple of ideas in my mind, plus another script ready to go. But I'm really interested in the sequel or prequel of Face of Evil. And again, I'm open to other scripts too. But again, character-based, because I'm interested in character-based stories.
Okay.
Where the character leads the story rather than the story, the other way around.
Nice.
So anyone with interesting script, I'm willing to. And of course, we need a budget this time. So no matter what movie we're going to do, we need a better budget.
Hey, I believe you'll get it, Vito. I don't think that's a problem right there. Especially if they get to see Face of Evil during this film festival. Trust me, I believe you will have some people coming to you. I definitely do. Now, Vito, my personal question to you is this. if you could work with any actor or actress, it doesn't matter who. It could be at indie level or professional level. It doesn't matter. The star in a future movie, who would it be and why?
Um, well, I like. I mean, there's so many names that I know. But the one that comes up in my mind just because they're famous, more or less. From Joaquin Phoenix to Matt Damon to Clooney, but not because they're famous,
Mm-hmm.
because they happen to be big but also good. They're versatile, and mostly what I like more, they're involved in many causes.
Right.
It's important to use this medium, as a way to address issues too, through movies like I did, or even just through activities and whatnot. So they are actively involved in many issues. They address, these issues when they can. They're good people too, and they're open to new artists.
Okay.
So I would be honored, and also humble in a way, to direct these actors, and to make a great movie. It would be a great experience. On one end, of course, you feel like I'm not saying fear, such big personalities, but of course you respect them. On the other end, you would feel so at ease, I believe,
Right.
working with them. Because, again, they are good people, too, and they make you feel at ease. So, I like actors that you can hang out with, that you can have, a
Yes.
conversation with. So, that you can build things with.
And I agree with
So
you.
if you guys are listening, by chance, if they don't have anything to do and they're listening to me, just hit me up on Twitter at Full Movie and come to see my movie.
Hey, there you go. You can't beat that. And George Clooney, if you're watching this show right now, get with Vito. I'm telling you, I believe you all can do some beautiful things together.
He has a house in Italy. I can bring him to my house in Italy. So he can have 2 houses now instead of 1. So what do you want more than that? I know he can afford like 10 houses, but
Right.
he could come get to my house in Napoli, if he wants.
Hey,
So that's a plus.
there you
George,
go.
if you're listening,
George, I hope you're listening to the show. Make sure you get in contact with Vito. I mean, hey, trip to Italy, why not? I would do it. I definitely would. Now, Vito, what is your
he's probably
ultimate?
already there enjoying his life.
Hey, he probably is, and that'll be easier for you. Going to get in contact with him. It'll happen. Now, Vito, what is your ultimate goal as a filmmaker?
My ultimate goal as a filmmaker is to make more movies with better budgets. So at this point, I want to build a career. In the future, of course, I would like to leave a legacy if my career goes well, by talking about topical issues in my movies.
Okay.
So in my little, I hope I achieved that with this movie. I'd like to do pretty much the same, bigger, with next movies. Again, you can talk about anything with any genre, even a science fiction movie even sci-fi can address topical issues, depending on how you put it, how you write it, and how you make it happen. So,
Okay.
I would like to write sci-fi. Really, that would be my ultimate goal.
Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go find Vito Dinatolo. Find him. Social media. Go to the website. Make sure you check out everything he's doing because I'm telling you guys, he's doing big things. Faces of Evil. If you're in California, make sure you go to that film festival. Check out the screening of it. He's doing big things and more to come, guys. Right now, he can't really talk about it. But future projects are coming. So trust me, guys, big things are happening. Make sure you do follow him. Now, Vito, I know you're a very busy guy, so I'm not going to hold you much longer. But what advice would you give any male or female that wants to get into the movie industry? It doesn't matter if they want to be an actor or director, producer, filmmaker. What advice would you give them?
the three words that I mentioned before: passion, obsession, and madness. You need to have them at some point. So yeah, you need passion to begin with. And then you need to become obsessed and insist until you can. And when you fall down, stand up again and keep going. And then, when you're tired and you don't want to do this anymore and you feel like puking, go puke and then come back. That's the only way. That's the only way you can do it. That's why I spent, a few years making this movie. And that's the only way. I mean, at least the movie's finished. No matter what happens, your goal is, achieved. Your mission is accomplished.
Right.
The movie's finished. So that's what you want to do. And the only way to do it, the right way, is just to, insist. No matter how much luck or help you had, eventually it's up to you. Even if you have a lot of help, you have to follow everyone. Everyone has to be on top of everything. So, just keep going and keep going. At least if you don't make it, at least you can say, hey, I tried everything I could, and now on my end, I did everything possible.
All right. And Vito, I want to say thank you again for coming on the show. Everybody that's watching, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching Facebook Live, big shout outs to all of you. People that's listening worldwide, big shout outs to all of you. Make sure you find him on social media, VOE Movie. Find him. Go to the website. Follow him. Make sure you keep up with him. Now, Vito, once again, I just want to say thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to come on the show, and I'd love to have you back in the future.
Michael, thank you. I look forward to talking to you after the movie, so we can say some more.
Hey, why not? Let's do that then. All right. Well, everybody, I want to say thank you for tuning in to the show, and until next time on the Big Scoop with Coop. All right, Facebook, you stay right here.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right, Facebook. What is going on, people? Just did 30 minutes with Vito Dinatolo, just for everybody that kind of missed the beginning part of it, just because, you're getting on late or whatever, or you didn't know nothing about it. I just want to say, guys, thank you for joining. This guy, I've seen the movie. The movie is pretty good. It's got a twist on it. It's called Face of Evil. So don't think no, I'm not going to say that. It's called Face of Evil. Make sure whenever it comes out, like you said, he can't release it right now, but when it comes out, it's going to be something to be looking forward to. So, guys, I want to say this is not the last episode that's going to be shown live. I think I'm going to make a trend of this, so I'm going to keep going with this, guys. But once again, make sure you go check out my website, thebigscoopwithcoop.com. Follow me up here. Tell your family and friends to click that like button. Follow the Big Scoop with Coop. Twitter, MCOOP317. Instagram, same thing. So, guys, I'm saying it was a pleasure being here. So, and if you know me, you know my stomach is on E. So, I'm about to go find something to eat and try to get a little workout on. So, thank you again, guys. And until next time, holla at me. Peace.